Hunters, welcome back. 3.0 has finally dropped into our hands, and with it, the base game is now quote-unquote complete, which is honestly kind of exciting in many ways. I can finally optimize as best as possible without knowing that my sets are going to be pretty much useless in 2 weeks. But yeah, I hope you guys have been having a great time with 3.0. I've personally loved Valstrax. He's an amazing monster. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys enjoy him as well. I've seen a lot of debate, some back and forth opinions, so I'm curious to see what you guys think about him. So for this video, guys, it's going to be a quick update on the potential for Insect Glaive from 3.0. We'll take a look at the new armor and potential builds. Aside from the Valstrax build, that's amazing. The other ones are not fully optimized, so they'll leave some room for you guys to, customize to your own playstyle. Alright, so grab a wire bug and let's head on out. Starting with the raw builds here, there are some changes and tweaks that we can do to our mix sets, but I'll get to those in a moment because the Valstrax armor offers an awesome high risk, high reward gameplay style set. At the expense of a little bit more risk with the health management, you actually get more attack power, and honestly this is becoming my favorite build right now. So the new Dragonheart skill boosts your attack by 10% when your health is less than 80%, while also giving you Dragon Blade. Now this is perfect for Narga weapons or any raw damage weapons because when you contract Dragon Blade, you're not going to be able to deal any element or status, and you don't really care about that. In addition, this armor set also has a resuscitate skill, which basically when you're affected with an abnormal status, you gain 20 plus attack. Now Dragon Blight actually counts for an abnormal status, so you always have 20 plus attack active as long as you're less than 80% health. So overall, this is actually kind of a fun build for Insect Glaive. Combining this with the Narga weapon, if you have an attack charm, then you can add a little bit more attack to your build. I have a level 3 attack on my charm, so I get plus 9 on top of the plus 20, which is actually essentially plus 19 more than what you get with attack boost 7 alone. Now obviously the 10% stays the same because 10% of the attack boost, and Dragonheart also gives you 10% attack. So overall, it's quite a fun build for the Insect Glaive. I think the Valstrax armor is actually really good for any sort of builds that need charms for extra skills like focus on greatsword or quick sheath on longsword. It maintains your attack that you'd regularly get with attack 7, plus gives you the extra space for utility skills. So on Insect Glaive, actually, if you really wanted to, and honestly this is something that I use, you could change your charm to add power prolonger skills to keep your Kinsect buffs charged longer. This could really make some of your hunts way more efficient. So overall, I am really loving this armor, and at the expense of 80% health, honestly, I get hit so often, like what is full health anyway? Am I right? I'm always hurt, so it works out really well. Now even if you're not using that, Valstrax has some great parts. If you haven't reached endgame yet, you can use the Valstrax parts. The gloves in particular, they have high defense, plus they give you Wex too. But overall, it doesn't add anything. There's a lot of ways that you can make builds, and it doesn't give you extra 2 slots. It's just sort of a rearrangement. So if you have the Wex on the gloves, then you can use the deco slot for other things that you may have jewels for. So pretty much this is the only armor set that we got in 3.0. I think it's a great build, a little more high risk with the health management, but overall, worth the extra damage and the utility space on the charm. That's my favorite part about this build more than anything else. You guys can now customize and use some of your other charms, right? You're not looking for that one charm. This is perfect for you to be able to throw on some other skills that you think might be really helpful for your gameplay style. Aside from the Narga, I think we might be able to tweak the Tigrex build. I'll be sure to look into it, but if you guys have suggestions, go ahead and drop those in the comments. The Diablos Insect Glaive though is new. It got a rarity 7 upgrade, which is definitely makes it the highest raw damage in the game so far now. Unfortunately, the Horn of Origin has eluded me in the past day and a half, so I have to put this video out without getting that. So I'll try and craft it whenever I can and then build around it. But the stats look pretty similar to Tigrex, minus the lack of white sharpness, and I think that might be an issue. It may require some sort of handicraft build, but again, to put handicraft, you might have to give something up. But overall, that high damage will be worth it. So again, I'll explore and post an update as soon as I get this. The final build that I wanted to look at here is the Camellias Blade. Now this also got a rarity 7, and I like it because the Insect Glaive in general, this one has jewel slots. I just love when weapons have jewel slots. It makes me so happy. It gives us more utility. That's kind of one of my issues with the Tigrex Glaive. It doesn't have any jewel slots, so it kind of limits us a bit to the armor. But yeah, with the rarity 7, you get some decent white sharpness on the blade. I've put together a 2 handicraft build here. Again, not fully optimized, but a little bit of master touch goes a decent way. I found that if most monsters move to a new region early, you have enough time to sharpen on your palamute as you transfer. If the monsters stay in one region for a long time though, you will need to jump on your palamute to just sharpen quickly. But this set also has Grinder 3, so it's real quick, you're totally fine. I do love this blade, Venom is maxed out on it. Unfortunately, not a lot of monsters are weak to poison in Rise so far. It's kinda sad. But overall, still a very good weapon to use, good raw damage, nice to have a poison effect on the monster, and it really works really well for Kushala, which is one of my favorite monsters in this game. So overall, hunters, that's about it for the quick update for you guys. I will have some more builds that I'm finishing up, and I'll post new updates with those soon. Now that the game is actually complete, I'm a little bit more motivated to finish them. I'm also still working on my complete bow tutorial, and I have a few other videos coming out, so things to look forward to. Even though we aren't getting a big title update in the near future, Capcom usually does drop some small event quests and collab quests, which usually have some nice stuff, so I'm sure we'll be seeing some cool new stuff over this summer. So as usual guys, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. As always hunters, thank you so much for watching and supporting me. Stay safe, be happy, and keep hunting. Sky Sense is out.